it is the safest country to go over there because wars are going on like in Russia and Ukraine as we see.
Students should take general precautions,
Right.
like everywhere in the world.
Indian food or Indian cuisine is available over there, or like
Vegetarian food might be concerned to some of the parents and students.
why they should come to Serbia? What is speciality about Serbia? Can you explain some points?
Serbia is a country that is very hospitable, very welcoming to our foreigners.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sparsh. I'm from Admission Theory, and today sir is with us from University of Nis, Dr. Vladimir, and he'll introduce about himself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vladimir and I work as a professor of histology and embryology at the Faculty of Medicine at the University of Nis
Great,
in
sir.
Serbia.
So, sir, I would have some questions from you actually because Indian students are too much inclined towards Serbia. So, why they should come to Serbia? What is speciality about Serbia? Can you explain some points?
Well, Serbia is a European country, as you already know, at the south of Europe, which has a good education. It has good medical schools. Our university is ranked among the top 10 universities in the world. And plus, Serbia is a country that is very hospitable, very welcoming to our foreigners. Also, our faculty has a lot of experience with foreign students, basically since its founding, since it was founded in 1960. There was a difference then. They had to study medicine in Serbian language. Now we have English groups, so everything happens in English, all the lecture and practical lessons. So basically, we have a lot of experience with foreign students. And of course, we have now growing Indian community, growing Indian academic community, mostly because we have almost 200 students now studying in the Faculty of Medicine in Nis. Also, Serbia is another point. Serbia is a beautiful country, old country with a lot of history, with a lot of things to visit. So I certainly guess that is another point.
Great. Uh, Thank you so much, sir. And one thing that I want to know that some students in India like are worried much about the weather conditions over in the foreign countries, like in Russia, as we have so severe weather. And what about Serbia?
It's completely different.
Oh, it's completely different.
We have 4 seasons, spring, which is the best season, which is very mild, very beautiful. We have summer, which can be very hot, but I think for Indian students that wouldn't be a problem because here the temperatures can go very high. The autumn is very mild with rains, and winter, it depends, sometimes they're mild, sometimes they're cold, but not like in Russia. Anyway, so the weather, it's fine. The weather
Okay.
is fine.
Great. And if we talk about the NMC guidelines, like is the University of Niche is always inclined to the NMC?
Uh, if you ask me about our curriculum,
Yeah.
actually, I saw the curriculum of Indian medical faculties, and what I can tell you is basically the list of subjects is the same.
Great.
There is a difference, however. The studies in Serbia, they last for 6 years, unlike here in India, where they last 1 year shorter.
Yeah.
But all the subjects are the same. So basically, everything that you need to know as a future general practitioner, all the knowledge that you can get is basically the same. So the students who finish the Faculty of Medicine in Serbia can come here and can apply for FMGE and even pass it without any problems.
That's very great. And what about if we talk about the clinical exposure and the cadaver's practice in Serbia?
Just like in India, all the subjects are divided into a few groups. First, we have preclinical subjects that are taught at the beginning of the medical faculty, such as anatomy, histology, biochemistry, physiology. Then we have paraclinical subjects, such as microbiology, pharmacology, that are also taught at the second and the third year. And from the third year of studies, the students get a full exposure to clinical practice. Even in the first and the second year for some subjects, they come in contact with the clinical work, but from the third year and onward, they have all the practical lesson basically on the clinics. We in Niš, we have one of the best, one of the most modern clinical centers in Europe. We also have, we call it a new clinical center because it was constructed recently. However, we also have that something that we call the old clinical center.
Yeah.
There are a lot of clinics on one place, which are also renovated and reconstructed and in a great state, very well equipped. However, beside these two clinical centers that we have, also we have the institute of Niška, that is the Institute for Cardiovascular Diseases and Rheumatology. Our students also have practical lessons in Community Health Center, which is one of the biggest in the Balkans, in the military hospital, as well as there is a psychiatric complex near Nis. I say complex because it consists of a lot of psychiatric clinics where the students will have the practical lessons in psychiatry. So basically, there is more than one hospital in Nis where students will have their practical lessons, and all the hospitals are very well equipped, reconstructed, new, and they're very comfortable both for patients and for students so they can normally perform their practical work.
That's really great, sir, because as we have other universities, there are not more hospitals with them associated with them. They have either collaboration with them or certainly. But if you're having five hospitals, it would be a really like good for student to practice in clinical exposures.
Yes, yes.
And I
In
would.
all of these places that I
Mhm.
mentioned, the faculty has a contract with all of these institutions, so our students have their practical lessons.
Okay. And sir, there is a term that I heard about that is Erasmus program that I haven't heard about any of the other countries in European side. So can you let me know much about this?
Yes, we are part of the Erasmus program,
Okay.
our faculty, and our students are eligible to apply for Erasmus program. Of course, as you know already, there are some conditions that these students must meet. It's the same for both local Serbian students and foreign students. On the other hand, we also have students exchange program, where students can pass 1 month abroad, whether to do a scientific research or to have a clinical practice, or I mean clinical internship. And that is also a great thing. Usually, students take it during the summer, and we have a contract with a lot of countries, from European countries, South Mexico, South America, Asian countries. So basically, there are a lot of possibilities for students if they want to, of course, to be
Explore.
interested in things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And sir, if like the student is wants to explore more of Georgia and more of other countries like Serbia and other countries, any European countries, then where we can like a student can explore about his MBBS course.
Uh, Actually, you're asking me when the student finishes the
Yes.
faculty. Okay. Our faculty is basically recognized everywhere, and our curriculum is recognized everywhere. Now, depending on a country, some country needs additional exams for the for those who have the degree of Doctor of Medicine to be able to practice medicine there. Some countries they don't ask for some additional exam. For example, a lot of our students work in Germany, where our faculty is highly regarded. Also in Dubai, it's possible to find a work and work there as a doctor without any additional exams. Of course, the knowledge of language is mandatory for all of these countries, and students must pass the language exam. Basically, even our curriculum now is in compliance with the rules of the GMC, General Medical Council of UK. So we also have students who applied for internship after finishing the medical faculty in Niš, and they were approved. Of course, England has some additional exams, but in order to come to these additional exams, your previous university must be acknowledged.
Right.
So basically, everywhere. We also have students who finished USMLE and work in US. So basically, our faculty gives you enough knowledge, gives you enough instruments, to successfully finish all those exams and work as a medical doctor wherever you want to do it.
Great, sir. And if it is giving so much of facilities to the student, then the fees must be like 8,000 or $9,000, as per my knowledge.
No, fees in euros actually, because Serbia
Oh,
is
okay, okay.
European country.
Yeah.
Yes, in euros it's 6,000 euros, and
Okay,
these fees they can be paid in 4 equal installments.
okay.
So that is one of the things that we offer to our students.
It is a good opportunity for the Indian students to practice in University of Niche and to study MBBS.
We have already, as I told you, 200 students. So far, I think that they are pretty much satisfied with what they saw, with the quality of work, with the quality of professors, of hospitals, and with the overall quality of studies. So, yes, I think Niš, University of Niš, would be a good opportunity for Indian students to get their degree in medicine.
There is a difference between the dummies and the human cadavers. So almost all countries are not performing on human cadavers. But as per I can see, University of Nis is there with human cadavers. So
Yes, yes. When we talk about anatomy, all practical lessons are performed on human cadavers. And also, when we talk about histology, that is another subject in the first year of studies. Every student has its own microscope, its own microscopic slides, and all the slides are taken mostly from human organs and tissues, so students can also get acquainted with the microscopic structure of the human organism. So yes, actually, it's a tradition at our faculty, and so far it's performed like that. Yes, we also have models, but for practical lessons and for exam, students work on cadavers. And of course, when they have forensic medicine, they will be obliged to look the autopsies and so on. But in the first year, yes, they will immediately come in contact with the human cadavers.
it's a very common question in India, but when the student is traveling abroad, then the parents, it comes to the parents' mind that it is the safest country to go over there because wars are going on, like in Russia and Ukraine, as we see. So, is it like a safe country for them?
Yes, Serbia is a generally very safe country, and Nis is also a safe town. Because you know, Nis is not a very big town. Nis has approximately with surroundings 250,000 people. So, by Serbian standards, it's a big city. By Indian standards, of course, it's very small, but it's very safe. That can I assure you of at any time of night or day. Of course, like always, students should take general precautions,
Right.
like everywhere in the world, but the city and the country are very safe.
Okay. And if we talk about food and like Indian food or Indian cuisine is available over there, or like a Western, they have to go into Western only?
I Yes, I know that vegetarian food might be concern to some of the parents and students. We in Niš have several farmers market where students can go and buy any fruit, vegetables, herbs, everything they like to eat. Of course, the safest way, the easiest way, the most cost-effective way is to make a food in their home. But also, if they go to a restaurant, every restaurant offers vegetarian options for those
Okay.
who are vegetarians. So there isn't a problem with the food also.
Got it. And like, just want to know some things from you. The last question, that what are the essential items that the student need to bring from India during their medical practice in your college, or like everything is available in the university itself?
Well, you know, everything is available
Okay.
basically. What the students must bring. If he has a stethoscope,
Okay.
stethoscope is something the students must find themselves. Neurological hammer,
Got it.
uh, but that is the fifth year, so there is enough time for that, even for stethoscope, because it's not until the third year.
Yeah.
But basically, these are the things that the student must have. Of course, we tell them, you know, the professors of our who are on this department tell them in advance. So yeah, only these things, and of course the white coat.
White coat. Yeah. Because the dream is to wear the white coat at the last. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, sir. It's been
Thank
a
you.
great meeting. And I think so that students have got the answers to their question.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
we answered their questions.
absolutely. And this would be a night time for students to enroll in University of Nis. So 25, 26, I'm believing that most of the students will come to the University of Nis. Congratulations to you as well, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.